Good morning, everyone. How is everyone doing this morning? I hope you all are having a fantastic day so far. If this is your first time here, then hi. My name is Carrington. If this is not your first time here, then hi. Oh, welcome back. If you enjoy all things makeup, talking about makeup, sprinkling in some true crime, some book stuff here and there, then you're definitely going to want to go ahead, hit that subscribe button, click the little bell so you're notified of all my future uploads, and let's go ahead and let's dive right on in. So this month, well, it was more like last month, I tried a lot of products. I tried a lot of different things. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about my favorites. I will have another video talking about my fails, and then I will have another video talking about my monthly roundup where I kind of just like talk about the products that necessarily weren't favorites or fails, but that I have used and tried out and kind of give you a little bit more thoughts on those. So today is going to be the favorites part. So if you are excited to see what my favorites were from last month, why they were my favorites, and everything else that you could want to know, then let's go ahead and let's get started. So in today's video, I have sections broken up into skincare, makeup tools, and makeup. So let's go ahead, let's start off with the skincare. So first of all, I tried a lot of Juvia's Place skincare because we got them in a Trend Mood box. And I do enjoy quite a bit of it. So the first things first is this Juvia's Place Let's Melt It Off Gel Cleanser. My skin is very, very dry. And I find that with really foamy cleansers that it kind of dries out my skin a little bit more. Whereas this, where it's very like, it's like milky or it's gel-like, I don't find that to be the case. And that definitely wasn't the case with this. So I really do like this to really hydrate my skin, bring some hydration back into it, not strip my pores, not strip my skin, not leave any kind of a film, and not have it feel really tight or dry afterwards. This is absolutely perfect for just like washing the face, especially if you have that more of like dry skin. It helps melt away, cleanse, and hydrate. It's a purifier plus hydrator. I absolutely find this to be the case. I really do like this in collaboration with the Let's Melt It Off cleansing balm. This again was a really nice cleansing balm. What I really like about this is you get a lot of product and it's pretty cheap for as much as you get. But I like how, it's not overly scented or anything, and I could put this on and it would really take off my makeup, first of all. But I did find that this left a little bit of hydration, and I don't mean like it left a bit of hydration meaning like it leaves like a film, like a greasy film. I didn't find that. I found that once I rubbed this in, got all my makeup off, took my magic eraser, is that what it's called? Magic eraser? That's what they're called, magic eraser, and like wiped everything off, that it still just felt really nice and hydrated. And then to go in with this hydrating cleanser after, my skin felt so hydrated, wasn't stripped, wasn't filmy, didn't feel greasy or anything like that. Like, these were just two really good products that really worked really well together. Last favorite from the Juvia's Place skincare is the Hyaluronic Glow Serum. I love this. This is definitely something that is going to give you like that intense glow on your face. Like, as you can tell, I'm wearing makeup, but when I look to the side, do you see just how glowy my whole entire skin is? And part of it right here, this part right here, highlighter. I've got highlighter there. I don't have highlighter here. I don't have highlighter here. It's just this. It's just so good at really plumping the skin, hydrating the skin, and really just giving it that intense, healthy looking glow. And then when you put makeup over top of it, depending on what makeup you're using, I'm obviously not using anything mattifying or anything like that, but it just does a great, fantastic job of really giving you that glow. So if you are somebody that wants some hyaluronic acid, you want some plumping, you want some hydrating, but you really like having that glow, and you really like it when the glow shines through from your makeup, this is definitely going to help you achieve that. Of course, you have to think about, well, what am I using, foundation wise and powder wise and things like that. But just using this helps so much. This is such a good product. This is probably my favorite skincare product from Juvia's Place. Last up in the skincare category, this is the Good Molecules Caffeine Energizing Hydrogel Eye Patches. So I had gotten this for Christmas from my kids and my husband. And what I love about these, you get a whole bunch of them. They're in like this really nice serum. But I specifically love, I do use an eye cream every morning, every night. But I do let my skincare kind of set in for anywhere from 30 minutes to a few hours before I do my makeup. So I really like to take these and like apply them underneath the eyes and then do my eye makeup, because I do my eyes first. So I like to go in and do, whatever I'm doing on the lid first, and then, I will let it set for about, I'd say about 15-20 minutes, sometimes a little bit longer, depending on how long it takes me to do like my eye makeup. But like today it took me like about like 18 minutes. So I just left it on for about then, and then took it off, and then I just rub in the product. My under eyes feel so hydrated, so soft. It definitely helps brighten them up a little bit. And I just love like how well concealer just glides on underneath my under eyes after I use these. This is such a good product. If you are in the market for some eye patches, or you've never tried eye patches and you have thought about maybe trying eye patches, try these. These are really inexpensive. You get 30 days worth for I feel like a really decent and fair price. And I think these are really good and really underrated. So if you're in the market for some eye patches, I would definitely check these out. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to move right on into some of the tools. So first things first, let's talk about brushes, because I have quite a few brushes. So first up in the brush category are these from the Give Me Glow. So you get 13 of them. There's a mixture of like face brushes and eye brushes, and they are for $50. Now, these are so unbelievably soft. These are really soft. They, do really well. Like I have already washed them and they look super well. Like they don't really shed a whole lot. And I feel like they apply makeup really well. I feel like the eye brushes that they designed, I feel like they work well for their intended use. I'm not like, oh, they shouldn't have made this brush. I feel like the brushes that they made were really good. Really gets the job done, create beautiful eye looks. So here are just like 3 of them. They're not like, oh, these are my top favorite. I think all of those brushes are good. So if you are like wanting to support like an indie brand, synthetic brushes, I would say definitely check out Give Me Glow. These are really good. Another indie brand that I love their brushes. I just have one of them. The rest of them need to be washed. This is from Blend Bunny Cosmetics. The thing I love about these brushes specifically is that my eyes are obviously like hooded, right? And so having big, huge, fluffy brushes sometimes is a little bit hard because I don't have that much space to put everything. So I love how small these are, and I can just work in the areas that I need with such precision. I think these are also good. So I would say if you have really hooded eyes, these are going to be great brushes. Like these are brushes you need. Run out, grab the brushes. They're so good. If you do a lot of like detailed, intricate looks, you're going to need these too, because if you have bigger eyes but you need, such precision as you're like blending colors together or making designs or whatever, these are going to be the brushes to help you do these. I think these are fantastic brushes for those with hooded eyes and those that really do detailed work. I would say if you have a lot of real estate space on your eyes and you're going in with these tiny brushes, you're probably going to get frustrated, especially if you're not doing intricate looks. Like if you're doing something like I did on my eyes and you're not hooded and you have a lot of space, you're probably going to get really frustrated because you could only do so much. So I would say if you have large eyes and not doing a lot of intricates, go with the Give Me Glow or the other brushes, the next brushes I'm going to talk about. Or if you do have those hooded eyes and do more intricate looks, you're definitely going to want these Blend Bunnies. Last brush set is from Refer. Okay, I had Teresa's Dead on Black Friday was like, hey, Refer's got some brushes on sale. But I do hear a lot of people talk about Refer and how much they love them. So these are real haired brushes. These are not synthetic. These are markedly more expensive unless you get them around like Black Friday time or something like that. But if you don't, these are super expensive. So I got the crease set and the whole entire like eye set. I'm really glad that I did. I will say they have brushes of all different sizes. So you definitely have ones where for more hooded eyes, you have ones for like larger eyes. They have something there for everyone. So I would say those are good. If you are like, I cannot afford the real hair brushes, go with Gimme Glow, go with Blend Bunnies. But if you're like, I really want a good brush and I'm okay to pay more price and invest, go with these Ruffers. These Ruffers are so good. I have used these. They are so soft. They're so much softer than synthetic. They're so soft. They pick up product and distribute it beautifully. And it's just, I've washed them repeatedly and they look still brand new. They don't fray a whole lot, especially for them being like white haired, because if you've ever had Morphe brushes, right, like the dark haired brushes tend to last a while, but I don't know what it is about the white hair brushes, but they just like fray everywhere. But these do not. These are such good brushes. I would say if you can get some real hair brushes, you will see why they are so raved about for eye makeup. Like, I'm just like, oh, this makes sense now. This makes sense. So last for the tool category is the Hip Dot X Rugrats Sponge. So I tried out the Hip Dot Rugrats Hanukkah collection because I love Rugrats. Okay, like I am obsessed with Rugrats. Was when I was a kid. And I had never tried anything from Hip Dot before. So I was a little bit nervous that I wasn't going to like this. Guys, I am so picky about sponges. I am picky. Like my all-time, right? This is the marshmallow sponge from e.l.f. that they came out with like 2 years ago. And I am still like in love with these. But I've also found Lunar Beauty. I love the Lunar Beauty sponges. And I love these now. I obviously went and purchased some of the Tommy sponges. Went and purchased them. I purchased like 5 more, 10 more, something like that. Because these are so good. These, again, are really nice and soft. Especially when you get them wet, they just get bigger and softer. And I love these. I don't like anything that is semi-hard. So now let's go ahead. Let's move on into the makeup. Let's first start off with these Hangover Pillow RX Balms. I love these. I again got these from my kids for Christmas. I have tried some of the Hangover RX Balms. I think I've tried the banana and the watermelon. And then I got these. I had not tried the other ones before, so I tried these out. These are so good. They have a good scent. And these are they are so hydrating on the lips. I love to put these on before makeup. And I know it's like terrible because I have a project pan where I'm literally trying to use up this one thing to hydrate my lips, but I just want to keep reaching into these over and over again. These are so hydrating, and it's like they're deeply hydrating. It's not like they're just like hydrating the top. Like you can feel it like hydrating your whole entire lips. They come in a lot of different fun like tints. They come in like tons of different like scents. These are like their holiday ones, so they have like the candy cane, watermelon kiss, stuff like that, like all kinds of different scents. And then they have ones that they sell normally, which is like banana, watermelon, grapefruit, something, I don't know, something like that. These are so good, so hydrating. I absolutely recommend these. I can't stop using them. That's the problem. It's like I love these so much, I can't stop using them. But these are so good. If you are in the market for something that you can put on underneath your makeup, or you could wear with like a tint, or just throw on your lips and go, and because especially since it's winter, that it's going to hydrate your lips and make your lips feel incredible, you're going to want to check out the Too Faced Hangover RX Pillow Balm. Listen, they are incredible. Another thing to use to kind of prep the skin a little bit. This is the Milani Supercharged Brightening Under Eye Tint. This is in Pink Rose. I really do love this for going into like the corners and covering up my dark circles. I think this does a fantastic job. This is definitely meant for like the fair, light types of skin tones. It works perfectly for me. I love just being able just to dabble it lightly underneath the eyes. and then go over it with a concealer and just blend those together. It covers up my dark circles. It does a fantastic job. Does add a little bit of brightening, although it's really hard for my under eyes to brighten because I am already like fair. So if I want to really brighten up my under eyes, I have to literally go in with a white eye primer. White, or a concealer that is white, not just like, oh, the lightest is light. No, I'm talking white, like computer paper, snow white, and then I can get some more like brightness. But if we're talking like anything other than that, it obviously doesn't brighten like a ton, but I will say it does add a little bit of brightening, and it does really cover up my dark circles. So let's move on into foundations. So there are two foundations I have to talk about. The first one is going to be this Dior Forever Skin Glow. So I had tried this out on camera and I really did like this. I did a wear test. I felt like it wore really well. I also wore it a couple additional days to make sure I really got my thoughts on this, and I really do like this. If you want something that's really nice, really glowy, makes your skin look just so healthy, I think you're really going to like this. I mean, it just does a beautiful job making your skin glow. And again, like, here it is all over the back of my hand. I mean, do you see that glow that it just gives? And especially because I've used it with the Juvia's Place serum, and I mean, that just gives your skin like the glowiest of dews, which if you have dry skin like me, you're probably looking for that. If you have oily skin, you're probably like, that's not what I'm looking for, so you won't like this. But for my dry skin girls out there that are wanting like a very beautiful, healthy glow, this is really good. It's expensive, so I would say get it at like the Sephora VIB sale if it ever goes on sale. You know, see if Dior's doing anything where you can get money off on it. I would say get that then. I don't necessarily know I would pay full price, but it's really beautiful. So this next one is the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation. Oh my gosh, I love this. My dry skin drinks this up. This is very dewy and hydrating. Now, the one thing I will say about that, with it being very dewy and hydrating, is that I just don't find it wears as long. So this is definitely one where if I'm going and I'm working multiple jobs that day, some guy's shoveling my driveway. Snow blowing my driveway. Like, thanks. I'm not exactly sure who you are, but thanks. Anyways, okay, so this doesn't wear as long, so if I'm needing to go work at multiple jobs, I'm probably not going to wear this. If it's something where I'm only going to go out for, I would say maximum 4 or 5 hours, maybe 6, I would wear this. This does kind of start to separate on my nose pretty quickly, and I don't wear glasses or anything like that. Like, even if I like don't wear a mask or anything, it just seems to be like right here in the center. It just kind of goes away. But the reason why you're probably like, well, you're saying a lot of negative things about this, how could this be a favorite? It just feels hydrating on the skin. Like, it feels like my skin is getting that drink of water that it needs. It is just so hydrating. It's really dewy, really glowy. I have worn this multiple times, and let me tell you, even though it doesn't last as long, I have worn it to work, you know, where I worked like, you know, my 8 hours. I have worn it there, and I got so many compliments on my skin. Then we're gonna move on to concealer. So this concealer, this ABH Beverly Hills, what is this called? Magic Touch concealer is so good. This is nice and creamy. And here's the thing, I do have some very, like, as you can tell, lines in my eyes. I just have them. I've had them since I was little. My son, who is 7, has these exact same lines in his eyes. Like, it's hereditary. So, you know, like, it's sometimes some concealers, and my eyes are dry, just can really like dry it out and emphasize that crease. This is so creamy and hydrating underneath the eyes. So on top of already having my eye cream, using the Good Molecules like eye patches, and then going in with this, my under eyes look so healthy and hydrated and dewy, and this is so absolutely incredible. I was blown away by this. I was shocked. I haven't really been super impressed with a lot of ABH's releases here lately. Like, I think some of them are good, some of them are okay. this one blew me away. I was not ready. I was not expecting how good this was going to be, but it is. This is so good. If you have really dry, crepey under eyes and you really need a good concealer to help hydrate, give your under eyes a little bit of a drink, but also looking really healthy and dewy and glowy, this is going to be the product for you. Let's move on to some cream cheek products. So first off, I have the NARS Air Matte Blush in the shade Scandalous. So this is such a beautiful color. It is so nice and creamy, and it just blends out beautifully, leaves an absolute beautiful flush of color to your skin where it is matte. So if you already are looking real dewy because you're using the Charlotte Tilbury, you're using the Juvia's Place hydrating serum, right? So your base is like dewy and you're like, I don't know if I need that much more dew on my cheeks, and then you go in with this. It just gives it a very nice like flush of color, nice and matte. It looks beautiful. I didn't find that it really lifted up any of my products. I didn't find that it disrupted anything. It just really I tapped it in on the back of my sponge and it was beautiful. This is such a really nice cream blush. Another cream blush is from ABH. This is the Stick Blush in the shade Latte. This is definitely like a very beautiful, it's kind of like a very light, everyday sort of a blush. Like this is definitely one where if I'm wanting to do like an all cream and I just want something really nice, simple, soft on my cheeks, I'm gonna go in with this. I really want to get more colors of this because I love how creamy the formula is. I love how beautifully it just like blends into the skin. I love like the nice softness, kind of glow that it gives. It's a really, really good product. I will say though, I don't care for this little like, what do you call this? The little brush. Like it just kind of, it just doesn't look good. Like when you use the brush, like it just doesn't look good. I don't know. So I don't care for that as much, but I think the formula on this is so incredibly good. It is so hydrating, it's so dewy, and it provides a beautiful flush of color to the skin. This is a great formula. Again, ABH blew me away with this one. Wasn't expecting it, but this is really good. Last up for the cream products is from Natasha Denona. This is the Rose Cheek Duo. This is like what came with like the Mini Biba. It's a cream and highlight. So you've got like a creamy light blush, and you've got like this beautiful, what do I want to call it? I don't know what I want to call it, but it's a highlighter. And this is so great. I love how like quick and easy this is. Like if I am like in the hurry, I can just put like a bronzer in my crease, put on some mascara, do my brows, put on one of the Hangover RX Pillow Bombs, put on like the Charlotte Tilbury, and then, just go in with these. Just easily, just some blush, some highlight, and just go right on out the door. And I love how easy and convenient this is. I love how quick it is. I love how well it works together. It does provide a really nice flush to the skin, so it looks, like I've got like a natural flush. And then the highlighter is, again, it's really beautiful as well. Really nice, really light, not anything, too over the top. I think it's really beautiful, like a everyday on the go, let's go run some errands, I'm in a hurry type look, and it's just so effortless and flawless that I love this. This next product I'm gonna talk about surprised me. Like I'm still sitting here shocked and surprised. Okay, so it's this Colourpop Pretty Fresh Pressed Face Powder. We've already been over like how dry my skin is. Like we've talked about this a million times this video. So I was kind of slightly nervous about this because this is marketed as a powder foundation where it does provide some, it provides some coverage to your skin. And I was really nervous that this was going to be way too heavy, way too crepey. So I decided I was going to try this out a number of different ways, and I did. So first way I did was I just took a brush and sat my face with it. Again, looked beautiful. I then took the little sponge part, this little fufa thing, and I decided that I was not going to put on any cream products, and I was going to set my whole face, but using this to add a little bit more coverage. And this is where I was nervous. I was like, this might look really bad. It didn't. It actually looked really good. And the last way that I used this was, I was like, I'm going to actually use this as a powder foundation. I'm going to take the little fufa thing and I'm going to use it as a powder foundation. And I was like, this is probably not going to look very good because I rely heavily on cream products to help keep my skin dewy and hydrated and things like that. Now, will I say this is like my all-time favorite foundation? No. But am I blown away that my skin didn't look like the Crypt Keeper? Yes. It actually didn't. I would say if you have like combination lean-in dry, combo skin, oily skin, whichever, I think this would be a really great powder, either for a powder foundation or to set it. I do like to use this to set my face, but I also will sometimes use it for just like a powder foundation. If I feel like my skin underneath is really dewy based on like the skincare products I might be using and the primer, I will go ahead and just fill in my face. I will fill in my face. I will go ahead and, powder my face with this foundation, and it looks really good. So I was really shocked. So I think this is a stellar product. Definitely not one I'm using all the time, but I will say once in a great while, I will use this, and I'm just so blown away that me with dry skin, or just like some basic setting powders, make my skin look dry and crepey. This did, even as just using this as the foundation itself. This is a good formula. So next up to talk about, I have 3 highlighters. So the first highlighter that I am loving is from Give Me Glow. This is the Dollhouse Highlighter. So this looks like it's going to be like way too dark for me, but it's not. It's so beautiful. Has like a beautiful pink shift to it. It's so incredible, and it's so blinding. That's one thing I really love about this, is how blinding. But I like this because I don't have a lot of pink shifty highlighters in my collection. I feel like for me being as fair as I am, there's not really a lot out there. And I was nervous that this was going to be too deep, but I'm pleasantly surprised that it's not. Alright, so this next highlighter actually did blow me away. This is the Stila. This is the Opulence Heaven's Hue Highlighter. So I had went on Ulta one time because you could get 5 times the points on what they thought was like 2021 top rated makeup. And you can see it. Okay, here's the thing. It looks like it's going to be like super glittery. It's not going to be that nice, whatever. And here I am. Here we go. It definitely is more one of those like lit from within. But once you apply it, it doesn't look super glittery. Let me show you. Let me find a brush. So I'm gonna take that Give Me Glow one, and I'm just gonna run it through here, right? And then we're just gonna focus that here. Focus over here. I mean, it just like helps amp up that shade, but it's not like overly glittery. It just like sinks right into the skin. It's so beautiful. And here's the thing, the last thing I bought from Stila, truthfully, were those like glitter and glow shadow things. Like that was like the last thing I'd ever bought from Stila. I don't ever hear anybody even talk about Stila. I don't ever see them like pop up on like Instagram or TikTok, or like have anybody ever talk about these. So when I was like, how is this best of 2021 top rated, when I don't ever hear anybody talk about this, I don't ever see Stila releasing anything new. Like, how is this a thing? But I was like, you know what? I will go ahead. I will purchase this for the sake of the video, and I will probably return this. Nope. Shocked me. So beautiful. A very beautiful lit from within glow that just melts into your skin. It's not too sparkly or anything like that. It literally just sinks into the skin and looks so beautiful and lit from within. This definitely was a 2020, this was definitely a product that shocked me. It's wild. Last highlighter is actually a highlighting palette. This is from Give Me Glow. So they were discontinuing this palette. This is the 9 by Glow palette, as you can tell. But this palette is like huge. Like, it's bigger than my head. Like, as we can tell, it's huge. The pan sizes are huge. I like that there's something in here for everyone. I have quite a few in here that I can use for my skin tone. I've got like 1, 2, 3. I've got like 3, potentially 4 or 5 that could work. I've got like, I would say more like 4. So I've got like 4 that will work, and that leaves me with 5 that are just too deep. But these are so pigmented and beautiful. Let me just let's just do this. So I've got Sepia Sunflower, right? And I'm just going to put that right there on my eyelid. Beautiful. Beautiful. Do that to the other side as well. I mean, this is so beautiful for on the lid. So even though I can only use 4 shades, maybe 3 shades on my actual cheekbones, it's the fact that these are so good for on the lid. It just brings some oomph. So I could easily just pull this out, use a highlight for on the cheeks, for my inner corner, on my lid. The works. This is a really good palette, and it's going to last you a long time. This would be perfect for a makeup artist. If you're a makeup artist, you work with a wide variety of different skin tones, things like that. I think you'll like this. So now we are finally getting into the final category of my favorites for the month of January, and that's going to be lips. So I have 2 different lip products to talk about. The first is going to be these Milani little balms. So I did get, some of the matte ones, but I really love these balms. What I really like about these is I like that they're very glowy, very hydrating, but they also do provide really nice pigmentation and color to the lips. So I do like lip oils a lot because they provide that hydration, but they don't really always provide a lot of color. So if it's something where it's I would really like something that is going to provide me some color, some tint, because of a makeup look that I'm using, or maybe I have a meeting or something, but I still want that hydration because it is so dry out. I am reaching for these. They're so good. They're just so hydrating, pigmented. I would say if you are in the market for something hydrating based on the weather, and you want something that does have, a lipstick pigmentation, I think this is going to be great. I love these. The last one is the one I love the most. And that is going to be the Give Me Glow liquid lipsticks. So they released, so they used to have these old ones that are like this, the matte liquid lipsticks. This one was very, very drying. I remember this being so drying. It gave me butthole lips. It was super, super dry on my lips, cracked a lot. And then they said they were going to reformulate. I was a little bit nervous, and I say this just because, not because Give Me Glow has done this, but do we remember when Kylie Jenner was oh, I'm going to close Kylie Cosmetics because I'm going to reformulate? Did she really reformulate anything? Did she make anything better? I don't know. I felt the liquid lipsticks felt the same, super drying. So I was nervous that they were going to come out with a whole bunch of new shades and that they were going to be super drying. So I purchased a few. I'm going to say 5 or 6. And I tried them out. I am so in love with these. These are so comfortable. Okay. They do not dry my lips out. They don't even feel like I have anything on. They are just that incredible. They are so comfortable. I do want to shout this specific shade out. This is called Black Magic. This is their black liquid lipstick. I do like to wear a black liquid lipstick from time to time. Okay, but look at how black and pigmented that is. This is one of the best matte black liquid lipsticks that I own. Alright, so that is it for today's video. Those are all of my favorites that I loved in the month of January. Let me know some of your favorites down below. If you guys want to see some of my least favorites, some of my fails for last month, as well as you kind of want to know what I thought about the other products that I use, then you're definitely going to want to hit that subscribe button, click the little bell so you're notified of all my future uploads. If you enjoyed this video, enjoyed this type of content, then make sure you definitely give this video a thumbs up. This helps me out. This lets me know you like this type of content. This lets YouTube know so they can recommend other videos, either from me that are similar or from other creators. But that is it for today's video. I will see you all in my next one.